DC, we've already had one of those great moments here at the PEC tonight with Gary Williams. Just dropped the line of the season so far, given the Hawks starting lineup. He called 6'10 freshman Leandre Thomas a forward. My friend, if you're 6'10, you have to be in the NBA to be a 6'10 forward.
It's that new game of basketball that you do not have a center on the floor. Everybody's a forward and a guard.
If he just said point guard, I'd have just, I'm done. 6'10 lead guard, that's tough. The guy's setting his own screen.
Yeah.
That is so true what you just mentioned, because the evolution of this game, if you were 6'1", 6'2" back in the day, you're a post player. Well, now, bigger, faster, stronger, and all joking aside, you could have a 6'10 wing.
Sure. I mean, let's start with Kevin Durant and the Greek Freak. All these guys are 6'10", 6'11", and doing everything that guards were doing 15, 20 years ago.
Kid wears 23.
You almost don't want to be called a center.
Well, how about it? Which there's no shame in being a center, but when we remember back in the day, we had the true center in the game. There's a guy played down the road in college, was pretty decent, named Robinson. He was all right.
He was all right.
Copping the home whites. It's going to be Maryland Eastern Shore in the road dark uniforms. Officials are ready to go. Only thing missing now is the basketball going in the air for the opening tip. And it's Thomas awaiting the combatant that will match him in the jump circle, and it's going to be Cedric Council Jr. Now, wait a minute. Ced's eye to eye with him. Are we certain it's 6'10"?
He's a big guy. I'm going to give him 6'10".
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not going to argue. You're more than welcome to argue for me.
Let's see who wins the top.
It's going to be Coppin State with the possession. Thomas with the touch of the basketball. On radio, Karan Davis comes left to right. On TV, it's opposite that. Morgan head of the key, now to Drummond. Drummond, right side, now to Council Jr. Back head of the key to Morgan. Now to Andrews Fulton, back to the basket, trying to face up on Thomas. Finds Davis cutting back door and threw it right past him out of bounds. He told Chad coming back the other way, my fault.
Yeah, he should have caught that ball, and he knows it.
He just admitted, he says, well, I was already scoring, but I forgot something.
You have to catch the ball first.
Baycoat and a ball screen handoff. McIntosh and Frost. Now far side of the right. Penetration by Thomas. Locked loose by Andrews Fulton. Drummond the rock. He'll bring it. Now with Davis. Into the forecourt. And we're going the other way on a Cedric Council illegal screen.
Already.
That's his first. Well, with a guy at 6'10", you got to keep Ced out of foul trouble.
We do. And once again, that high ball screen, if you move, they're calling it every time.
McIntosh the handle. High left to Baycoat. Near side left corner, the hands of Frost. Frost turned it over. Morgan now to Davis. Davis on the run back, scoreless, nearly a minute gone by. Davis hesitation, dribble to the free throw line. Swings it off right side. Andrews Fulton to the doorstep, and he got whacked. Pretty sure that was Thomas on the foul, but we'll wait and check. Indeed, it's Thomas's first foul. Next team Coppin State will face will be on the road at Hampton. They lead Bethune-Cookman 46-33 at the break. Chad Andrews Fulton knocks down that free throw, and Coppin State's got a 1-0 lead.
Bethune-Cookman was leading the conference, and they lost last week. They lost on Saturday, I believe.
Second free throw for Chad is also good. Coppin's out to the early 2-0 lead. Any given night in the MEAC. Top side left, Baycoat's got it. Goes left of the screen, now coming back to his right to the free throw line. Faces, fires, rim, glass, no good. Offensive rebound, left-hand follow for Thomas is good. We're tied at 2.
He looked like a center on that play, didn't he?
You said it, I didn't. Davis now for Drummond into the forecourt. Drummond coming back left to right. Head of the key, hands it off to Zed. He'll face up on Thomas. Swings it off to Morgan. Tough catch. Faces, fires just inside the arc. Rimming off. Tapped all the way out. Far side left. And Lamar Morgan sets it up again. Drummond head of the key. Coming right to left. Faces, fires, rimming off. And the long rebound pulled in by McIntosh. McIntosh, kick out right corner. Baycoat had it. Feeds it off head of the key. Jones wants a three. Rimming off. Rebound to Morgan. Lob to Davis up the left side. Karan out of the forecourt. Goes left to the Andrews Fulton screen. Council, left block extended. He double dribbled. Coming to his right, swings it right side to Morgan. 3-ball on the way, rim it rattled out. Rebound to Thomas. McIntosh head of the key. Hands it off on a ball screen. Frost wants a three and drains it. UMES has a 5-2 lead on the first lead change. It comes with 17:25 and counting first half. Morgan now to Drummond. Drummond near the jump circle. Now dribbles left side behind the arc. Lob it off, far block. Andrews Fulton trying to face up on Thomas one more time. Ball screen hand off to Davis. Turn left to the baseline. Give it back to Chad. Power bounce to his right. Gave it up to Morgan. A three to tie. It's good. Lamar Morgan. And we're deadlocked at 5.
He's a very confident shooter right now, so let's go ahead and continue to feed him the ball.
That was a foot, maybe foot and a half behind the line. What's the matter with him?
That was too short.
Yeah, exactly. That wasn't even close to the logo out here. Down to the doorstep. Jones trying to go right. Feeds it off head of the key. A 3-ball's on the way, and an answer triple by McIntosh is good. And the Hawks back on top at 8-5.
I think you see the Steph Curry influence in a lot of the young guys these days. They don't have a problem shooting way beyond the arc.
Right side, Drummond wants an answer three, rimming off, battle for the rebound. It's knocked free by Sed, but here comes UMES with the handle. Frost with it, kick it out to McIntosh, swings it right side, a 3-ball on the way, rattled home again off that right wing. Tyler Jones getting in the act. 11-5, Maryland Eastern Shore. Davis now approaches head of the key, coming right at the screen, split the double team, shovels it off to Sed. Sed goes up strong and scores. Makes it 11-7 Hawks. 15:35 to go in the opening half. McIntosh the handle, gave it up to Jones. Near side up to Frost. Back left of the jump circle now to McIntosh. McIntosh left side behind the arc. Now bounce it off head of the key to Jones. Jones hands it off. Curling back is Frost. Shovels it back to Jones. Another three is on the way. Back of the rim, no. Rebound Drummond.
It's good to see Drummond back on the floor tonight.
Davis wants an answer three. It's good. Karan Davis. Coppin within one at 11-10. Nearly 5 minutes in. McIntosh right side. Feeds it off to Baycoat. Baycoat feeds it back to McIntosh. 15 to shoot. McIntosh floats it up. Back of the rim, no good. Offensive rebound, and we got a whistle, and what? I believe a Coppin State foul as Jones ended up on the floor, and the foul's on Davis. That's his first. With that, substitution coming for the Hawks and for the Eagles. We'll tell you about that after this timeout. 14:43 to go in the opening half. UMES leads Coppin 11-10 on the Coppin State Sports Network. 14:43 to go here in the opening half. Todd Barley, Derek Carter with you courtside at the PEC at Coppin State University. Changes, Colin Gaynor checks in, 6'5", redshirt freshman for Maryland Eastern Shore. Ken Auslander checks in for Coppin State. Rebounding margin, -1 for the Eagles. Tyler Jones, the free throw line. 6'7" sophomore out of Atlantic City, New Jersey. Puts it on the way, and it rattles home. 12-10 Hawks. Second free throw on the way, good. Jones now with 5. 3-point margin at 13-10. Auslander's got it. Now to the forecourt. Nearly lost the handle, being defended by Frost. Turns left of the lane, dumped it down to Sed, ducks in under the rim, and scores with the left hand. 13-12, Coppin trails by 1. Baycoat got a clean look at a 3, rimming off. Davis the rebound. Now back in transition. Left side Morgan catching fire 3, glass rim no good.
He shot that off the glass. Did he call it, you think?
No, because Karan Davis was pointing at him going, too soon, too soon. Step back for Frost, threw it into space. Baycoat tracks it down with 10 to shoot. Feeds it off to Jones. He traveled. Oh, they're going to call a foul. He took 2 steps. It's on Sed. That's his second. Here comes Jordan Hardwick in to get Cedric Council Jr. Exiting 4 points, 2 fouls. Baycoat checks out. Hoggs will check in for the first time for Maryland Eastern Shore. Lob comes into Frost. Trying to break down Morgan off the bounce. Gave it up left side to Hoggs. Back to Frost, head of the key. Coming to his right. Gave it up to Jones. 7 to shoot. Back to Frost, head of the key with 5. Down to 4. Sets the feet. Wants the 3. Hit the left of the rim. No good.
Good defensive stop on our part.
Davis, head of the key. Takes it left. Trying to break down Hoggs off the bounce. Now backs it out with 19 to shoot. Hands it off to Hardwick. 13 to shoot. Gave it up to Chad Andrews Fulton. Left elbow jumper. Rimming off. Rebound to Gaynor. Gave it up to McIntosh. Floats it and scores with the right hand. 15-12. Hawks by 3. 12:45 to go. First half. Morgan on the catch. Left side behind the arc. Hands it off to Karan Davis. Davis tried to lob it down. And I believe another illegal screen.
I think they called a travel on Davis. UMES is a dangerous team. They need a win.
Well, you mentioned it. Hungry coming in. And that's sometimes all it takes. And the way they're shooting a 3 right now with a pull-up right of the lane, it comes rimming off out of the hands of Frost. That's all the incentive you need.
It is.
Drummond coming left. Now to the head of the key, coming right of the Andrews Fulton screen. Bounce it up to Hardwick. 15-footers on the way. Rim glass no. Andrews Fulton a rebound. Powers it up in traffic. Ball came free. Hardwick down to Drummond. Right side Auslander. Catching fire 3 off the right wing. Good. And we are tied at 15.
Big shot. Good to see Auslander hit a shot.
Answer 3 off the right wing, and that's good. Hoggs' first 3 makes it 18-15 Hawks. Drummond bouncing off to Andrews Fulton. He power bounces it up, left it short. Rebound to Jones in traffic. Up the right side out of McIntosh. McIntosh swings it near side left. Frost fumbled, got it back, and double dribbled. And we've got a timeout on the floor. It comes with 11:32 to go in the opening half. It's now Maryland Eastern Shore 18, Coppin State 15. Back after this timeout on the Coppin State Sports Network. Backcourt out at the PEC here on the campus of Coppin State University. 18-15, Maryland Eastern Shore with the lead. 11:32 to go in the opening half. Rebounds are now even at 8. Turnovers even at 2. And DC, the officials, just letting the kids have fun and playing this basketball game.
They are. And according to the stat sheet, two pretty evenly matched teams right now.
Drummond set to inbound. Gets it into Davis. Davis being guarded by Hoggs. Now to the forecourt. Draws a double team. Throws it down to the doorstep. Hardwick on the doorstep traveled.
Coming out of the timeout, they executed the play. Hardwick was in a little bit of space that he felt a little uncomfortable, it looked like.
Nearly turned over, head of the key. McIntosh coming left of the screen, and we're going the other way on a moving screen. Yeah, we talk about these moving screens all the time, DC. And picking it up is Fitzgerald, the 6-foot senior from right here in Baltimore.
Everyone's running that high ball screen, and it really is an art to setting the screen properly.
So keep it 18-15 Hawks. Davis wants it on that far block extended, caught it in the double team, and now what? That's his second. You think they got him on the elbow?
I think he did kind of push off. They double teamed him, and I don't think he was ready for it.
So Lucian Brownlee's going to check in for Coppin State, replace Karan Davis, exiting 3-point field goal and 2 personal fouls.
They had a new wrinkle in the offense. I think they were going to post up Karan, and UMES doubled him so fast it caught him off guard.
Hoggs up the right side, bouncing between the rings now. Gainer, ball screen handoff. McIntosh wants a three. It's good. His second three, 8 total points in the half, and it makes it 21-15. Hawks, 10.5 to go, first half. Brownlee in the jump circle. 1 foot into the forecourt, now puts it on the floor. Hands it off, top side left. Hardwick trying to face up, coming to his right, hands it off to Oslander. Oslander going left with 10 to shoot. He got arm barred or hand checked, whichever you prefer, by Fitzgerald. So Fitzgerald, 2 quick ones, and that gets Tyler Jones right back in the Maryland Eastern Shore lineup. Drummond to inbound from the baseline. Skip pass, far side left corner. Morgan for three, it's good. Morgan's second three, give him 6, 21-18. UMES. Frost, the ball screen handoff from McIntosh. McIntosh on the return feed, goes right side. A three ball on the way, goes wide left. And it is last touched by Morgan out of bounds. On the release, Hogs thought he was fouled.
Jones kind of nudged Morgan out of bounds, too. He got away with one.
Off the inbound. Lob to the top. Frost tracks it down. Left of the jump circle. Shot clock to 10. Comes left of the Jones screen. Runs it in strong. Hardwick got a piece of it. Morgan got a piece of it. Backing it out right side. That's going to be a shot clock violation on Gaynor. I don't think he knew.
He didn't know. He didn't know. That's good defense.
As soon as he caught that miss, right block, he's got to go right back up.
He's got to put the ball right back up. I don't know if he thought it hit the rim.
Come on, kid. You in it.
So now Drummond to handle. A chance to tie with a three. With 9:25 and counting in the opening half. Deflected away from Oslander. Last touch by Logan McIntosh out of bounds. 16 to shoot for the Eagles. Drummond on the catch. Now between the rings. Swings it high right. Hardwick facing up with 6. Down to 5. Swings it off to Brownlee with 4. Down to 3. Lucian tried to spin right. Got it back. That's a shot clock violation. One shot clock violation apparently deserves another.
Deserves another. You give UMES credit for the intensity of their defense on their end.
Keep it 21-18 Hawks. Under 9 minutes to go first half. Hogs lobs it off. Jones head of the key. Ball screen handoff out of McIntosh. Coming to his left. Hands it off to Frost. Curls in the lane. Free throw line pull-up is on the way. Good. Ahmad Frost now with 5. 23-18. Hawks by 5 as we approach 8:40 and counting.
You see Coppins a little out of sync with Davis on the bench.
Oslander going left of the lane. Shovels it down to Drummond. Had it, lost it. It rolls out to Morgan right side. 3 ball on the way. Rimming off. Drummond knocks it free. Jones had it, lost it, picking it up. Is Gaynor. Outlet up the floor now for Frost. Frost in the jump circle. Top side left. McIntosh on the catch. Spins left. Left of the lane. Reverse it back out to Jones for 3. Rim it off. Battle for the rebound, and Brownlee undercut. Hogs going for the rebound. It's Brownlee's first. That gets Keandre Fair to the scorer's table along with Chad Andrews Fulton. Hardwick will check out. So does Oslander. 8:07 to go in the half. Lob comes in. Frost on the catch. Turns back to his left. Floats one up with the right hand and scores.
Good shot.
25-18. Hawks by 7. Brownlee with it between the rings. Andrews Fulton's calling for it. Draws a double team. Kicks it out right corner. Drummond wants a 3. Rimming off. Rebound comes down to Gaynor. On the run out, he gave up to McIntosh. Down to the doorstep intended for Jones. Last touched, I believe, by Coppin State out of bounds. It brings us to a timeout. 7:38 to go, first half. It's now Maryland Eastern Shore 25, Coppin State 18. Back after this timeout on the Coppin State Sports Network. 25-18 in favor of Maryland Eastern Shore. Tom Bartley, Derek Carter with you here courtside at the PEC. Since the game deadlocked at 15, 10-3, UMES.
Let's see. UMES is hungry. Mr. Frost. Mr. Frost is playing hungry for. Wow, look at that.
Lob came in. It was intended for Gaynor. Loose ball up the floor. Brownlee wants a three off the right wing. Good. Lucian Brownlee. So out of the timeout. Make it 25-21. Maryland Eastern Shore. Top side left. Baycoat checked in out of the media timeout. Swings it left corner out of Gaynor. Gaynor coming back to his right. Now between the rings. Frost will reset it with 17 to shoot. Bounce it off. High left. Jones on the catch, reverse it to Gaynor. Far side of the right. Frost explodes right of the lane, lost the handle. Loose ball picked up by Jones. Count it, and a foul. Are you kidding me? Brownlee picked up his second.
He had a loose ball on the floor, and Jones goes down and gets the ball, and it goes up immediately. And he was just stronger than Brownlee.
As the shot clock was winding down. Jones' free throw is good. Give him 8. And make it a 7-point margin at 28-21. So Gaynor checks out. Frost checks out. So it's Baycoat, Hoggs, McIntosh, Jones, and Thomas for Maryland Eastern Shore. Coppin deploys Fair, Andrews Fulton, Morgan, Drummond, and Oslander with 7:04 to go in the half, down by 7. Drummond in the jump circle, now in the march. Coming to his right. Turns right of the lane, swings it back to Oslander. His three is on the way. Rim halfway down and out.
He had a good look. That was a good shot.
Up the right side, McIntosh down to that far block side of the window, and the Jones attempt, no good. Drummond on the run back with 6.5 to go first half. Swings it near side right. Oslander wants that three in a worse way. Rimming off. Rebound to Thomas. Gives it up to McIntosh. And now the Hawks work some half-court offense. Jones, far side of the right to McIntosh. McIntosh lob it, far block. Thomas on the turn is fouled. Oslander with the foul. That's his first.
Oslander reached in. They caught him.
7th Coppin team foul will put Maryland Eastern Shore at the free throw line. Left foot in front of the right for Thomas. Puts it on the way and good.
A 6'10 lefty.
Means he's in his right mind.
A lefty forward at that.
Yeah, forward, yes. Second one is good. 30-21. The margin is 9. Thomas now with 4 in the opening half. Drummond now to the jump circle. Oslander on the catch, top side left. Puts it on the floor to the head of the key. Top side of the right to Drummond. Coming to his left. Line to the lane. Fights one up. Glass no, but a whistle and a foul. So Hoggs with his first. 5th on UMES as a team. That is going to put Drummond at the free throw line. And the free throw is on the way and good for Drummond. Makes it 30-22. Maryland Eastern Shore. Second one, rim and good. Drummond got them both. 30-23 on the 2 free throw makes. Drummond will check out. Davis replaces him. playing with a 3-point field goal and 2 personal fouls. A critical minute 50 till the under 4 immediate timeout. For Coppin State.
Davis is going to have to play smart ball for the remainder of the half.
Little 3-man weave out at the head of the key. Now topside Baycoat, curls left of the lane, give it back to Hodge. Curls right to the free throw line, got cut off. Topside left to Baycoat, 7 to shoot. Baycoat going left toward the baseline. A fadeaway over Oslander is on the way. Rim, no. And Chad Andrews-Fulton got shoved to the baseline. And I believe it's a foul on Maryland Eastern Shore. And Thomas just picked up his second. That gets Gaynor back to the table with 5:24 to go in the half.
They're going to get Thomas out. I know they want him to have a second half that he can have 3 fouls available in the second half.
Ron Davis into the forecourt. Goes right of the lane. Hesitation dribble. Bounce it off to Chad Andrews-Fulton. Tough catch. He scores nonetheless with the right hand. 30-25. Hawks by 5. 5 to go in the half. Right side Baycoat. Between the rings with the handle. Gaynor's got it. Frost bounce it down, intended for Jones, picked off. Fair on the run back, checks the rearview mirror, backs it out left side to Lamar Morgan. Now to Davis in the jump circle. Chad sets that high screen. Davis nearly got away with a carry. Turns right of the lane, coming back to his left, weaves in traffic, fights it up, and he's fouled. He might have popped Jones right in the chops.
He did. He got away with a carry, and then he still remained aggressive.
Jones with his first. Scores in the MEAC. Morgan State and South Carolina State deadlocked at 13, just under 9 minutes to go in the first half. FAMU leads Norfolk State 18-16, 9:20 to go in the opening half. So Karan knocks down that free throw, make it 30-26, 5 consecutive now by Coppin State. Sed's back in with the 2 fouls.
There's a lot of parity in the MEAC right now. As we move forward through the season, when we get to tournament play, that's going to be exciting.
Davis got them both. Give him 5. 30-27. So now Coppin's ripped off 6 straight to cut that margin to 3. Both teams have made changes. Jones is going to check out. And it appears for the moment the Hawks will go small. Bobby Collins pleading with the official on the baseline. Why am I not able to make a change? I would say the conversation is concluded, but that would be a misstatement. It's going to continue the entirety of the game.
No, that's a continuous conversation.
McIntosh with it. Baycoat's got it, coming left. Back to McIntosh, facing up on Morgan. After a bounce, swings it left side. Gaynor wants a long 2. It comes rimming off. Counsel the rebound now for Davis. Davis up the left side, coming around the Andrews-Fulton screen. Nearly lost the handle. Steps through the double team. Found set on the doorstep. Got a defender to blow by. Floats it up and scores.
Great pump fake by Counsel.
8-0 Eagle run cuts it to 1 at 30-29.
Yeah, he showed a lot of composure and patience on that shot.
Hand check call as Frost tried to take his man off the bounce.
Who'd they call it on?
Oslander picks up his second. It brings us to a time on the floor. 3:56 to go, first half. It's now Maryland Eastern Shore 30, Coppin State 29. Back after this on the Coppin State Sports Network. 3:56 to go in the opening half. At the half, we'll be joined by assistant coach Phil Gaetano. Get his thoughts on the opening half from the Coppin State perspective. 30-29, Maryland Eastern Shore with a 1-point lead. And Ahmad Frost at the free throw line. One and the bonus on the 8th Coppin State team foul. Front end is on the way and good. Frost now with 8. That ends the 8-0 run. They keep it 8-1.
Frost has a look like he played some football in his career, in his earlier years.
Second one's good. 32-29. Frost now with 9. Davis on the march. Now to the forecourt. Swings it to Council. Right side Oslander. Oslander head of the key. Shot clock to 15. Left side Morgan. Morgan going left. Step inside the arc. Wants the jumper. Rimming off. Council had to go right through his hands. Here comes Jones. Over the top McIntosh. Now for Frost. Frost hands it back between the rings. McIntosh backs it out. Under 3.5 to go first half. Bounce it high right. Jones puts the ball down toward the floor. Hands it off to Frost. He goes right. Got caught in traffic. Steps back. Wants a 3. Rim it off. Rebound Karan Davis. Davis head of the key. Left side Morgan thought about a catch and fire 3 between the logo and the 3-point arc. They'll reset it. Under 3 minutes to go in the half. Shot clock to 15. High lob to Chad Andrews Fulton. Now turns and faces up. Left hand dribble. Hands it back to Davis. Curls right. Dumps it back to Chad Andrews Fulton. Left of the lane. Pull up is good.
That's nice two-man basketball between Andrews Fulton and Karan Davis.
Again cuts the margin to 1. 32-31 Hawks. Closing in on 2.5 to go first half. Right side penetration. Baycoat's cut off. Tried to duck in. He finds a wide open Gainer for 2. 34-31. Maryland Eastern Shore. How did he get that wide open?
Somebody turned his back and missed him. You see they're back in the zone now. I think they're going zone after made shots.
Davis to Morgan. Rises and fires from 3. Left of the rim and off, and the rebound comes out to Frost. Gave it up to McIntosh. McIntosh, kick out left corner. Baycoat back to McIntosh. Morgan with a deflection and steal. Outlet to Davis. Bounce it ahead to Andrews Fulton. He'll score with the right hand. Again cuts it to 1. 34-33 Hawks. 1:40 to go and a timeout as Frost got to the forecourt. Hardwick will check in. Drummond will check in with 25 to shoot. Back in 30 seconds on the Coppin State Sports Network. McIntosh the inbound right in front of us. Todd Bartley, Derek Carter with you. 25 and counting to shoot. Maryland Eastern Shore leads Coppin State 34-33. Closing moments of the opening half. Deflected by Andrews Fulton. Race for the ball. It's going to be Frost winning it. He'll race it back into the forecourt. Line to the lane, and he got it to drop. Frost with 11. That was ISO right, but a tailback.
It was. He went to the hole strong.
36-33. Hawks by 3. 68 seconds to go first half. Oslander right to the doorstep. Hardwick was held. I believe it's going to be Jones with his second, or is it? McIntosh is first. That
was a good play. UMES is committed to going to zone after made buckets and man on missed buckets. So we know what's coming.
Hardwick knocks it down. 36-34. Coppin trails by 2. Second one is good. Hardwick's 2 free throws pull Coppin State within 1 again at 36-35. McIntosh picks up the bounce. Hands it high right. Jones trying to back his way in. Hands it off on a ball screen. McIntosh lined in a lane into traffic. Waved that off at the travel. I thought it was before the dish anyway.
Little delayed whistle.
46.6 to go in the half. At the break, Morgan State leads South Carolina State by 1, 33-32. Interestingly enough, 1-point margin here. Closing moments of the first half. Oslander's got a top side right. Goes left side behind the arc. Drummond wants a 3. It's on the way, and a long 2, I believe.
I think it was a 2.
37-36, Coppin with their first lead since 2-0. Shot clock turned off. Game clock at 15 and rolling. McIntosh left wing behind the arc. Reverse it off now for Gaynor. Ball screen hand off to Frost. Curls at the head of the key. Spins back to his right. Floats it up. Rim. It trickled off. Andrews Fulton a rebound with 3 down to 2. Morgan from half court. Lets it go. Glass no good. It had a chance.
Exciting half.
So at the break, it's Coppin State leading Maryland Eastern Shore 37-36. Back with halftime activities after this timeout on the Coppin State Sports Network. Back courtside at the PEC at the break. 37-36, Coppin State leads. Maryland Eastern Shore, top brother rejoined by Derek Carter in D.C. Coppin retakes the lead since 2-0 with a 16-6 closing run at the end of the first half.
Davis with his 2 fouls, I think that limited, the production that Coppin State was able to get from him during the first half. And he's such a key player that, second half he's going to have to continue to be aggressive and less fouls.
The timing of the scoring run for Maryland Eastern Shore. That lead went to 30-21 when Karan picked up his second foul. He came back in late in that second half at the closing portion of that 16-6 run.
No, he sets the tone. And you see when he was out of the game, the offense wasn't quite as fluid as it has been. So, once again, we need him on the floor in the second half.
On the other side of a timeout, we'll come back and visit with Coppin State assistant coach Phil Gaetano. That's next on the Coppin State Sports Network. Back courtside at the PEC. Todd Bartley now joined by Coppin State assistant coach Phil Gaetano. And Phil, that first half opened the right way with the 2-0 lead and then closed the right way on a 16-6 run.
For sure. We came out of the gate with decent energy. I thought we had a huge lull in our energy. We didn't really defend like we usually do for a large portion. But credit to the guys. They were able to pick it up, really start getting stops, and that allowed us to get out in transition a little bit, get some easier looks.
We talk about Leandre Thomas at 6'10", the freshman, with his length. He wasn't near the matchup nightmare that Ahmad Frost became in that opening half.
So, a guy like Frost he's up and down with his scoring. Some games he really can get hot, and I think we didn't do a great job early finding him in transition. He got an easy one to go, and when a guy like that sees one go, the basket just looks huge to him. We're gonna have to do an even better job to slow him down this half. He was really good.
How huge was Karan Davis picking up the second foul?
It wasn't good for us. Obviously, we rely on Karan a decent amount on offense. I thought he was able to play with 2 fouls. Pretty smart. Credit to him. But the other guys came in and really did a good job. I thought Tay did a good job playing some point, and we were able to kind of stay in it with our defense.
Finally, at the end of the half, Lamar Morgan gets an opportunity to half-court shot. When he let it go, what's going through your mind?
I thought he was going to make it. I mean, I was mad at him that he missed. No, it's a tough shot, but I wouldn't have been surprised if he made it. I see him make him all the time during practice. So,
thanks for the time, big guy. Appreciate it, and we'll talk to you hopefully in the postgame show.
Appreciate it.
There it is, Phil Gaetano here at the break. Coppin leads 37-36 over Maryland Eastern Shore. Back after this timeout on the Coppin State Sports Network. Backcourt side of the PEC here at Coppin State University. Todd Bartley with athletic director Derek Carter. Well, the Philadelphia 76ers coined the phrase, trust the process. Well, part of the process is the learning curve and maturation, if you will.
Coach Dixon just came over and said, we're growing up. If you look at the fact that pretty much everyone who's playing now was not even a student at Coppin State University last year. So they're growing up, they're figuring out each other, they're figuring out the coaching staff, and it's the progress that everyone has wanted to see.
So what you're saying is the maturation has come along with the acclimation.
There you go. Trust the process.
Hawks down by 1, starting the second half with the ball. Jones bounced it inside, deflected and stolen. Drummond knocked it free, said with it, hands it off to Davis. Davis now left in the jump circle because I believe they just audibled.
I think so. The UMES, let's see what he...
Drummond with a 15-foot pull-up, rimming off. Andrews Fulton got a hand on it, knocked away now to to Thomas. Up the left side now into the hands of Baycoat. Jumper comes off. Cedric Council Jr. the rebound.
That's a lost art. You know, he tried to shoot off the glass. You just do not see that anymore.
Davis going left of the screen. Andrews Fulton with his first. (37-36), Coppin by 1.
That was close. You almost saw a T for Coach Dixon.
Yes, but that's why you have the get-back coach to run interference. And he did his job right there.
He did.
Jones hands it off. McIntosh runs it right. Glass rim halfway down. It spun out, and we got a late whistle. Well, Andrews Fulton just picked up 2 quick ones here in the second half. 18:49 to go. Coppin up by 1, 37-36. Lob comes in and a hold on Andrews Fulton. That's his third.
Hey, keep playing, Chad. Hey, duck in. Chad, just let him go.
20 to shoot. McIntosh lobs it in. Jones on an unfettered catch. Gave it up to Baycoat. His 3 rattled out. Rim no on the follow. And a foul on Coppin State. Said just picked up his third. We're not even 2 minutes into the second half, and Coppin's got 4 team fouls.
Four quick whistles.
McIntosh on the lob. Baycoat all the way to the backcourt to get it. Baycoat on the bounce. Feeds it off top side. Andrews Fulton picked it away from Jones on the run back. Right of the lane. Draws some contact. Glass no. Instead with a 2-hand finish follow. Coppin by 3 at 39-36.
I'm surprised Coach Dixon didn't make the substitution for Andrews Fulton, though.
Jones high left to McIntosh. McIntosh left of the lane. Fights one up and teardrops it home. He's got 10. Cuts the lead to 1. 39-38. Coppin State by 1.
No, 41.
So now Davis with the handle. Far side right. Drummond top side left. 15 to shoot. Back to Davis. Back to Drummond. Going baseline left. He got hand checked by Frost. That's his first. Boy, did he take him off the bounce going left.
I was going to say, what a great first step by Drummond.
Because you're anticipating most players going right, your left as a defender. Andrews Fulton on the catch of the inbound. 18 to shoot. Comes back to Davis. Davis looks to the corner to Morgan. He says, give me the ball. 13 to shoot. Takes Jones off the bounce. Baseline left, 9 to shoot. Back to Davis. 7, down to 6. Draws a double team, split it, and he tried to run through Thomas, who picked up his third. That's back-to-back whistles against UMES.
That was a smart play by Davis. He had Thomas out in space, and he was a little uncomfortable, and he was able to get the foul.
Gainer replaces Thomas, exiting 4 points, 3 fouls. 17:23 to go. Coppin leads UMES by 1 at 39-38. Drummond, left of the jump circle now to Davis. Top side left, shot clock to 13. Drummond, back to Davis. Goes right of the Andrews Fulton screen. Said with a punch again with 2 hands. 41-38. Coppin by 3. 3 minutes gone, second half.
It's good to see Council finishing strong with dunks.
Top side left. McIntosh on the take. He got armbarred off the lane. It's on Morgan. That's his first. Non-shooting foul, 5th on Coppin as a team. That comes with 16:49 to go. Baycoat high left. Now to Frost between the rings. Facing up with 15 to shoot. Back left side to McIntosh. Coming back to his right. 8 to shoot. McIntosh curls at the right elbow. Swings it back left side. 3 ball for Jones. Lip the rim and off. Here comes Karan Davis up the right side. Bounce it, far corner. Council with it. Back to Davis. Now to Morgan at the MEAC logo. You know that's his favorite spot.
Coach Dixon told him to shoot it.
Davis, right side, a deep 3 of his own, and he buried it. Karan Davis now with 8. And Coppin's lead is 6 at 44-38. 5 straight by the Eagles. 4 minutes in, second half. Right to left dribble, Frost floats it up and scores. Frost's first field goal second half gives him 13.
He plays so strong, and he gets in the paint, and he's strong enough just to throw that little floater over our big guys.
Davis wants a 3 again, rimming off. Offensive rebound to Council, and I believe he bounced the ball out of bounds.
Yep.
15:37 to go. Coppin State now leads Maryland Eastern Shore 44-40 on the Coppin State Sports Network. That court side here at the PEC, Coppin State University, Todd Burley joined by Derek Carter. DC, Coppin's got a 4-point lead at 44-40.
15 minutes left in the game, and again, 4-point lead. UMES has had this problem, as I stated earlier. They get a lead and they can't hold on to it. So, we came out of the timeout with a little full-court press there.
Drummond with the foul. His first. 6th on Coppin as a team. Next one, DC, 1 in the bonus.
We knew that was coming quickly with the
Frost, a lob. That should have been taken away. Oslander, by the way, is back in the Coppin State lineup. Frost top side left. Resets the offense back to the jump circle. Gets it to McIntosh. McIntosh with 10 to shoot, goes right to the lane, floats it up, glass and good. He's got 12. The lead is 2, 44-42. Davis out of the forecourt. Top side left, Drummond. Drummond back to his right. Swings it off to Chad to the doorstep. Andrews Fulton scores off the glass. Give him 10. 46-42, Coppin State. McIntosh into the forecourt. A ball screen handoff to Frost. Give it back to Hoggs. 15 to shoot. Baseline left. Frost kicks it out. Right corner. Hoggs wants a 3. It's good. His second 3 gives him 6. 46-45. Coppin State by 1. Drummond turns head of the key. Nearly lost the handle. Backs it out with 18 to shoot. Ball screen handoff now to Davis. Davis head of the key. Coming to his left.
The pass.
Down the doorstep. Count it and a foul. Chad, another great finish. Give him 12, make it 48-45, and a free throw coming.
That was a good pass, and it was even a better catch by Andrews Fulton.
Gainer the foul, that's his first.
Yeah, let's see if he can complete the three-point play.
Line left, it's on the way and good. So Chad completes the three-point play, make it 49-45, Coppin by 4, under 14 minutes to go. Timeout, Maryland Eastern Shore. 49-45, Coppin State leads Maryland Eastern Shore back after a 60-second timeout on the Coppin State Sports Network.
Basketball tournament is back at Scope Arena in Norfolk, Virginia. It's 6 days of non-stop action as your favorite MEAC men's and women's basketball teams battle it out on the court for the right to play in the big dance. Get your tickets today at MEACHoops.com. Member institutions and Ticketmaster. March 5th through 10th at Scope Arena as the road to the big dance goes through Norfolk.
Tickets for the Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference basketball tournament can be purchased in the athletic ticket. The Scope.
So out of the timeout called by Maryland Eastern Shore, it appears Coppin out of the timeout, DC, is going to go into a trap. Let's see what transpires. 24 to shoot. McIntosh from the sideline to inbound. Gets it in now to Gainer. You hear Coach Dixon calling trap, and there's a foul.
Foul call number 23, Ken Auslander.
Exactly
his third personal bonus situation.
But I'll tell you what, Coach Dixon didn't ask for.
Bonus situation.
Auslander picked up his third.
Coach Dixon is giving a lesson on anatomy now.
Got to move the feet.
Yeah.
For Maryland Eastern Shore, number 3, Logan McIntosh
So
at
now
line,
with 13:52
1 and 1.
to go. One and the bonus for McIntosh and the Hawks.
He's talking about quick twitch muscles, or lack of, by some of his players.
How about this? Tyler
Foul
Jones.
call number
just
15,
commits
Tyler
a foul.
Jones.
Coming over the back of Chad Andrews Fulton.
That's his second personal, 4th team foul.
That's a big foul.
Number 20, Jordan Hardwick
For
back in the game
UMES,
for
the 6'7"
Eagles.
sophomore with his length. He had 8 points in the opening half. That's a quiet second, but yet a huge one. Auslander line to the lane, dumps it off. Hardwick right side, try to reverse it back. It's through the hands on that far side of Drummond, out of bounds. McIntosh up the left side with the handle. Bounce it off head of the key. Frost turns it right to Hogs. Give it back to McIntosh. McIntosh comes left with 17 to shoot. Now back to Frost, left wing. Now to Hogs. Left of the lane. Gainer to the doorstep. And a shove out of bounds. Auslander
Foul call number
picked up his
23,
fourth.
Ken Auslander. That's his 4th personal bonus situation, the 8th team foul called against the Eagles. Number 4, Colin Gaynor at the line, 1 and 1 for Maryland Eastern Shore.
That's the 8th team foul. Gainer's free throw, rim, front iron, and good.
For the Eagles, 21, Lucian
49-46.
Brownlee back in the game.
Coppin State. Brownlee replaces Auslander in the Coppin State lineup. Second attempt, rim and off. Battle for the rebound. Morgan tried to win it. And it's last touch for the Hawks out of bounds. So keep it 49-46, Coppin State leading Maryland Eastern Shore. And now the Hawks go into a full court press. Drummond with the handle into the forecourt. Hardwick sets the screen. Shot clock to 15. Drummond, line, lane, fights it up, left it short, and now a late whistle will bail him out.
Once again, Drummond.
Foul call number 4, Colin Gaynor. His second personal, 5th team foul.
Pick up the foul.
For the Eagles at the line, number 2, Taquan Drummond, shooting 2.
So now Drummond steps into the free throw line. Up 3. And Drummond now has 3 free throw makes to make it 50-46. Coppin State, 13:02 to go. Second one's on the way. Rattled the rim, it stays in. Drummond now with 4. 51-46. Coppin by 5. Our side left. Frost on the catch. Goes left of the lane, out of the free throw line. Faces, fires, back of the rim, no good. Rebound to Morgan. Morgan on the run out. Hardwick was calling for it at the rim. Nobody saw him. Drummond kicks it out. Brownlee wants a 3 out of the corner. Back of the rim, no good. Rebound to Hoggs. Up the forecourt now. With that quick pass to Frost. And DC, how critical was that transition pass? One pass, backcourt to forecourt, and literally between the rings. Jones puts it behind his back, trying to turn, give it up to Frost with 5 to shoot. Left side, deep 3, rimming off. Morgan tapped it off the window, and we got a whistle and what? A foul over the back on Gaynor. That's his 3rd.
Good position by Morgan on that play.
Foul call number 4, Colin Gaynor, his 3rd personal, 6th foul. Back in for the Eagles, number 1, Chad Andrews Fulton.
Closing in on 12 minutes to go. Davis with the handle. Now left of the jump circle. Karan going right at the Andrews Fulton screen. Faces up the free throw line. Rim, it trickles off. Andrews Fulton tried to punch it back up to the window and couldn't get it to go. Ross top side right. Left side McIntosh behind the arc. Goes left of the screen. Now floats it up from the baseline left and teardrops it home.
Logan
McIntosh now
McIntosh
with 14.
He's practiced that shot a lot, I believe.
Cuts it to a one-possession lead at 51-48. 11-18 to go. Davis now to Andrews Fulton. And Karan Davis was being held out between the rings. It's on
Foul
Frost.
call number
That's
11,
his second.
Ahmad Frost. His second personal
Brings us to the
bonus
under 12 media
situation.
Timeout. It comes with 11-12 to go.
Official
Coppin now leads Maryland
timeout.
Eastern Shore 51-48. Back after this in the
And now
Coppin
this word from Coppin State University.
Means something different to everyone. Jason is a recent high school grad, attending Coppin full-time, getting his 4-year degree, preparing for a lucrative career. Kimberly took time off to start a family and now attends Coppin part-time and enjoys the affordability and supportive environment. Kazim wants to change careers and finds that Coppin provides the flexibility he needs to keep working while getting that second degree. Coppin State University, something different to everyone, something special for you.
Developing storyline here in this game between Coppin State and Maryland Eastern Shore, DC. I don't believe Lamar Morgan has attempted a shot in the second half.
I think you're right. And usually Coach Dixon, he figures those things out. So I bet we see him launching something very soon.
Officials at the monitor, and I believe they are taking a look. On the foul call. I believe it was assessed on Gaynor. That would have been his third. So McIntosh with his second. That's been corrected. Which means Gaynor, I believe, remains with 2. So now Davis will step into the free throw line, 1 and the bonus. Free throw, lipped the rim and popped out. Jones the rebound. Hampton has just defeated Bethune-Cookman 80-69. Coppin heads to Hampton on Wednesday. South Carolina State now up by 9 on Morgan State with under 8 to go, second half, 54-45. McIntosh skips it, top side of the right to Frost, 13 to shoot. Frost line to the lane, scoops it up with the right hand, rim no, but a whistle on a foul. Brownlee, I believe, just picked up his third. That comes with 10:51 to go.
Coach Dixon has said a few times to his players that he needs to see some stops on the defensive end.
Frost's first free throw on the way and good. Give him 14, make it 51-49. Coppin by 2. Second one is on the way. Front of the rim, no good. Rebound, Morgan. Keep it a 2-point Coppin lead. Morgan to the forecourt. Feeds it to Andrews Fulton. Now back to Davis. Tough catch near the jump circle. 15 to shoot. Refeeds Andrews Fulton top side left. One bounce back to Davis. 3 on the way. Rim and off. And a rebound to Hoggs. So now a 2 to tie for the Hawks. A 3 for the lead. As we approach the halfway point, second half. McIntosh top side right. Coming back to his left. Curls in the lane. Lost it on the way up. Coppin State running the other way. Davis, left side, Brownlee. Brownlee sets the feet, wants the 3. Yes, sir. Lucian Brownlee's second 3, give him 6, 54-49. DC the lead, back to 5.
That was a big shot, and interesting enough, Lamar Morgan's three-point hand went up while the ball was in the air. As a three-point shooter himself, he can appreciate a good three-point shot.
Contesting the shot is Jordan Hardwick. That's his first. And with 9:43 to go, Maryland Eastern Shore now finds themselves in the double bonus. Norfolk State is dismantling FAMU tonight, 86-44.
Wow. You don't see too many scores like that in the MEAC right now. Generally, the games are close.
Jones knocks down that front end, give him 9, 54-50. Sed is going to replace Jordan Hardwick in the Coppin State lineup. Second one's good. Jones now in double figures with 10. 54-41, Coppin State. Davis coming across the time stripe into the forecourt, 9:35 to go. Up by 3. Bounce it off to Andrews Fulton. Swiped at by Jones. Chad faces up, now give it back to Morgan. Morgan coming right at the Chad screen to the head of the key. Bounce it back to Andrews Fulton, deflected and stolen by Jones. Jones on the run out, gave it up to McIntosh. He scoops and scores with the right hand, give him 16. 1 point game again, DC, 54-53 Coppin.
Yeah, that was a costly turnover. As we come down the stretch, every possession is going to count.
Davis threw a double screen. Now head to the key, coming to his left. Left wing behind the arc with 15 to shoot. Trying to break down Tyler Jones. Step back three. Left to the rim, no. Offensive rebound. Chad Andrews, Fulton rim, no, but a whistle and a foul. That foul is on Thomas. He put up a 5, didn't he? Make it Gaynor with his third. He tucked the thumb, sorry.
Did he tucked the thumb? Well, five's not on the floor, so I'm going to give the official the benefit of the doubt.
It was a late tuck, I'll be honest with you. Very late.
Good free throw.
Chad knocks it down, give him 14. 55-53, Coppin.
Okay, this is going to be an interesting stretch. They're giving Davis a breather.
Front of the rim, no. Rebound to Gaynor. So keep it a 2-point Coppin lead at 55-53, 8:45 to go. McIntosh to the forecourt. Defended by Drummond. Now head to the key. Right side McIntosh, 15 to shoot. 10 to shoot. McIntosh right of the lane. Floats one up. Front of the rim, no. Chad Andrews Fulton had it. Lost it to the floor. They go. And it's going to be tied up. And it's coming right back to Coppin State. That comes with 8:23 to go. And Drummond may have rolled an ankle. He's trying to stretch it out and walk it off. And Keandre Fair is going to replace him. So 8:20 and counting. Brownlee now moves to the point. Brings it into the jump circle. Trying to break down McIntosh off the bounce. Picks up the dribble. Hands it off to Andrews Fulton. Gave it right back to Brownlee. Runs it up and scores with the left hand. 57-53. Coppin by 4 under 8 to go. Pretty give and go.
The old give and go. That's what I was getting ready to say.
Somebody was watching the NHL All-Star game the other night, and they converted it to basketball. Reach-in foul on Morgan will be his second. It brings us to the under 8 media timeout. It comes with 7:52 to go. Coppin now leads Maryland Eastern Shore 57-53. Back after this on the Coppin State Sports Network. Next home game, Hampton. Ironic twist. It's the next road game, too.
Yeah, as we wind down the MEAC schedule, a lot of games against the same team in a short period of time.
Points in the paint right now, 20-12 in favor of Coppin State. And again, Morgan has been held scoreless in the second half after 2 threes in the opening half. I think the secret's out on Lamar Morgan.
He's going to hit a big one or two or maybe 3 before we close out this game.
7:52 to go. McIntosh at the free throw line. Trying to cut into a 4-point Coppin State lead. He's got 16, 8 in each half. First one's on the way, good. 57-54, Coppin State. Second McIntosh free throw on the way, good again. He's got 18. 57-55. Coppin by 2 and the ball. Here comes Brownlee across the time stripe into the forecourt. Now to the jump circle. Left side behind the arc. Lost the handle. Left to right, McIntosh. McIntosh, line to the lane, throws one up, underside of the rim, no good. Brownlee looking for a long outlet. Instead keeps it. Now to the forecourt. Up to the right corner. Gave it up to Fair. Reversed it down to the doorstep. Andrews Fulton rim, no, but a whistle and a foul. So Jones picks up his third in that exchange. 9th team foul on Maryland Eastern Shore. Comes with 7:24 to go. Chad Andrews Fulton knocks down the free throw, give him 15. Make it 58-55, Coppin State. Brownlee checks out. Karan Davis checks back in. Second free throw, good. Andrews Fulton was 16.
He's shown a nice touch at the free throw line. And, he's been at the line a lot during clutch times in important games.
59-55 Coppin. 3 ball comes rimming off out of the hand of Hogs. On the sprint back, Davis. Davis, top side of the right. Fair came down to our left and found a spot in the left corner trying to hit that transition 3. Davis, head of the key, bounce it off, intended for Fair, stolen. And the Hawks have numbers the other way. McIntosh shovels it left side. A 3 ball for Frost is on the way and good. He's got 17. The lead, DC cut to 1, 59-58.
Yeah, it seems to be we're in that pattern.
6:39 to go. It's a timeout, Coppin State. They lead Maryland Eastern Shore 59-58 back after a 60-second timeout on the Coppin State Sports Network. Back court side here at Coppin State. DC, at the end of that first half, Coppin cut the lead to 1 4 times before taking a 37-36 lead. Maryland Eastern Shore in the second half has cut the Coppin State lead to 1. Guess how many times?
I would say the same number, 4 times.
Coppin was on a 16-6 run. Davis got McIntosh sliding on the floor. Coppin unable to convert. Here comes McIntosh with a loose ball, a chance to take the lead. Knocked away by Chad Andrews Fulton. You talk about a bull in a china shop. Wow. That was like a linebacker running right through a running back.
I can't believe nobody told. Oh.
Morgan coughed it up. Loose ball on the floor, picked up by the Hawks and Gaynor. So now Frost the handle. Under 6 to go. Dribbles toward Bobby Collins. Now has the play call with 17 to shoot. Defended by Morgan. Frost high left behind the arc. Swings it off, head of the key, now to McIntosh. McIntosh on the bounce. Tries to split a double team, throws it up, drained it, and got fouled. McIntosh with 20. And just like the opening half, there's the lead change on that 5th time.
Was that foul on Davis?
Karan picks up his 3rd. McIntosh completes a 3-point play. He's got 21 and makes it 61-59. Maryland Eastern Shore, 5:35 to go. Ball screen hand up to Oslander. Oslander head of the key. Swings it high left to Morgan. Going left to the baseline, to the doorstep. Scooping with the right hand, can't get it to drop. Said steps in, throws it up to the window. No, but a whistle and a foul.
Free throws are going to be critical for Coppin down the stretch.
Gainer, his 4th. That time I saw the thumb.
You caught it.
5:19 to go. Set at the free throw line, trying to tie this game at 61. First one's good. Sed's got 11. 61-60. Gainer checks out. Thomas is back. 4 points in the first half, 3 fouls. Second one, good again. Council Jr. deadlocks us at 61 on the 4th tie. 5:15 and rolling. McIntosh hands it off down to Hoggs. Gave it back into the key. And on the hedge, McIntosh tried to go right, came back left, fires up the jumper, rimming off. Morgan the rebound. Now for Davis. Under 5 minutes to go. Davis into the forecourt, now right of the jump circle. Coming right to the screen, wants a deep 3. Rim, glass, and off. Thomas the rebound. Chad Andrews, Fulton, and Jones came together, no call. McIntosh, a ball screen handoff out of Frost. Frost backs it out as we approach 4.5 to go. Shot clock at 18. Frost out of McIntosh. McIntosh high right. Defended by Davis. Left side, Hodge runs left of the lane. I thought he traveled.
He did travel.
Instead of whistle and a foul on Chad Andrews Fulton, that's his 4th. So Sean Hoggs will step into the free throw line. 2 free throws coming. Coppin's been well over the limit for quite some time, and he drains it. Maryland Eastern Shore back on top at 62-61. Brownlee to the scorer's table will be allowed to replace Chad Andrews Fulton.
Hey, Ken. Bird, you got 15. You got 13.
Second attempt. Rim and off. 62-61, Maryland Eastern Shore, 4:18 to go. Brownlee through the double screen into the forecourt. Hands it off to Morgan, head of the key. Timeout, Coppin State. That comes with 4:07 to go and 16 to shoot. Back in 30 seconds on the Coppin State Sports Network. Back court side of the PEC. Todd Bartley, Derek Carter with you. 4:07 to go. Maryland Eastern Shore 62, Coppin State 61. Blame DC. Every game, man. First 2 were overtime games. Third one was the first in regulation win. in Juan Dixon's career here at Coppin State. And now another one coming down the
line. Here we are 4 minutes and 7 seconds, and Coppin State is down 1. So, again, we're close. Free throws and defense are going to tell the story.
Karan Davis has gone over 20 points last 2 games, so he's been held to 8 so far with 4:07 to go. Maryland Eastern Shore, a little bounce in their step, coming back on the floor.
I noticed that bounce. I noticed that. That says a lot.
So Brownlee to inbound. Davis is defended by Frost. 16 to shoot. Davis on the catch. He'll come across the time stripe now to the forecourt, 10 to shoot as we go under 4 minutes to go. Council sets the screen. Davis goes right of the screen, right of the lane. Fights it up, missed it, got it back, and scores. He's got 10. 63-62, Coppin. 3:45 to go. Left side Hogs. Gave it up to McIntosh in between the rings. McIntosh coming left of the screen. Hesitation dribble. Reverse it off. Head of the key. 3 ball. That's good by the big man Tyler Jones. Give him 13. 65-63. Hawks back on top. 3:20 to go. Davis top side left. Coming right of the Council screen. At the free throw line. Kick it out left side. Brownlee. Back to Davis. Davis. Going right of the lane, kicking out to Oslander, baseline right, fadeaway jumper, good. Oslander now with 5, and we're tied at 65. Under 3 to go.
A lot of clutch shots now.
Frost to Baycoat. Baycoat hands it back now for McIntosh. McIntosh hesitation dribble, kicked it out top side left. Baycoat with 10 to shoot. Gave it up top side right. Frost breaking down Brownlee. Left elbow fadeaway. On the way, left of the rim, no. Karan Davis the rebound. Coppin, D.C. does not have to be in a big rush here in a deadlock at 65.
Not at all. Not at all. You have 2.5 minutes, and it's about patience.
Davis, kick out right corner. Brownlee a 3 for the lead. Yes!
That's what I was saying. Making good decisions and execute.
68-65 Coppin on the 5th lead change. Bobby Collins says, come on over. Timeout. Hawks. 2:13 to go. Coppin back on top of Maryland Eastern Shore. 68-65. Back at 30 seconds on the Coppin State Sports Network. So out of the timeout taken by Maryland Eastern Shore, D.C., they're down to 1. So is Coppin State with 2:13 to go, 23 on the shot clock.
Let's see who executes the best coming out of the timeout.
McIntosh, he and Frost playing 2-man off that inbound. Now Frost top side, check that. McIntosh top side left dribbles right past Frost, turns right to the doorstep, missed it. Oh my goodness, after the miss and rebound, a whistle. Council his 4th. Oh my. That's got everybody in the house wearing blue and gold irate.
I think everybody in the house, even if they're wearing the other color, should be irate over that.
McIntosh can pull the Hawks within 1. First one's good. He's got 22. 68-66 Coppin State. Said checks out. Chad checks back in. Second McIntosh free throw is good. He's got 23. 68-67, Coppin by 1. Oslander threw it away. It's picked off by McIntosh, and he takes it 4 rows deep. That was nearly a huge turnover.
McIntosh looked like a good free safety right there.
Yeah, time should have come off. It was at 2:01 on the inbound, so I would say at least a second, if not 2. Both feet down inbounds before he went out of bounds.
Yeah, but we have to protect the ball better than that, though.
They're going to leave it at 2:01 and 30 on the shot clock. Or will they? Now it's down to 2. Shot clock should go to 29. There we go. Thumbs up. Great job by the game day staff. Brownlee from the far sideline to inbound. Gets it into Davis. He draws a double team for a moment. Now clears traffic and sends everybody to the forecourt. Davis into the forecourt. Left side with the handle. Coming left around the Oslander screen. Oslander on the catch out of the key. 13 to shoot. Give it back to Davis. Davis penetration. Left of the lane. Fights it up. Rim no, but a whistle and a foul. All of a sudden, the sea parted.
Aggressive offensive move by Davis. He knew he was going to get fouled. Strong body that he has. He went at it very aggressively.
I wonder if Bobby can look at that up on top and then just send word down to Corey. It looked for all the world like they called out a switch and nobody got the assignment right as Davis can't connect on the free throw, and all of a sudden Davis exploded left of the lane.
He did. He saw the opening and took it. But now the key is you have to make your free throws.
68-67, Coppin by 1, 99 seconds to go. Davis trying to split a pair at the free throw line. Second one's on the way, good. Davis now with 11. 69-67, Coppin by 2. 95 seconds to go. McIntosh, left side to Hoggs. Hoggs defended by Morgan, who has been held scoreless in the second half. Now to McIntosh, defended by Oslander. Backs it out with 15 to shoot. McIntosh, step back 3 is on the way, left of the rim and off. Offensive rebound. Morgan swats it away on the follow by Gaynor, and it's a foul call. Morgan with his third. Both teams over the limit. 75 seconds to go. Coppin leads Maryland Eastern Shore by 2 at 69-67.
Morgan's got to be careful with this official.
Gaynor, the redshirt freshman at the free throw line. Back of the rim, no good. Chad Andrews Fulton replaces Cedric Council Jr. in the Coppin State lineup. 75 seconds to go. Second attempt by Gaynor, trying to split a pair, rimming off. Loose ball on the floor, Davis picks it up. 70 seconds to go. Davis into the forecourt. Spins back to his right. Coppin down to 1 timeout as we're under a minute to go. Far side right, Morgan for 3. Rimming off, wave it off. He traveled.
He did. Took a little hop.
Maryland Eastern Shore down to 1 timeout. 57.8 to go. Coppin by 2. Left to right, McIntosh on the bounce. Top side left with the handle. Swings it high right now into the hands of Hoggs. Right corner, Frost to catch and fire 3. Rimming off. Morgan knocks it loose, and now we got a whistle, and what now? Hoggs ended up on the deck. It's on Morgan. That's his 4th. 42.4 to go.
I think Morgan's hand was on the ball.
69-67. Coppin leads Maryland Eastern Shore by 2. Hoggs trying to knot us again. Good. He's got 8. 69-68. Coppin by 1. Second one, rim and off. Oslander had it, lost it. Davis picks it up. Coppin by one. It's 69-68. 35 seconds to go. Into the forecourt, Davis. Bounce it off to Brownlee. Brownlee with 17 to shoot. Down to 13. He holds high left. Andrews Fulton popped out to set a screen. Brownlee with 9. Down to 8. Left of the screen. Left of the lane. Fights it up. Glass, no, but a whistle and a foul. How about Lucian Brownlee, DC? Strong with the left.
Very strong with the left. Now, I think UMES didn't pay attention to their scouting report, knowing that he's left-handed.
He went right at Gaynor, who picked up his 5th personal foul. That comes with 17.3 to go. He'll exit with 3 points. Now you bring back 6'10", who replaces 6'5". 17.3 to go. Shot clock turned off. Brownlee's first free throw, good. Oh, man. When that left his hand, I thought it was short.
It looked short. It looked short, but it right over the front of the rim.
70-68. Both teams want timeouts. I believe they granted Maryland Eastern Shore their final timeout in, dare we say, regulation?
You said it, not I.
So we'll keep it here with the timeout on the floor. DC, I got to ask you, you expect, of course, Brownlee to knock down that free throw, make it a 3-point lead at 71-68. Then, if you're Maryland Eastern Shore, you are out of timeouts. Are you putting the game in the hands of Frost or McIntosh, or a little bit of both?
Definitely McIntosh. He has mastered that ability to get to the hole and the little floater. So I think he's going to be the first option.
Now, knowing that, who then defends McIntosh? If you're Coppin State.
I think he will go with Lamar Morgan. I'm trying to see who's coming out of this timeout, what the personnel situation will be.
McIntosh with 23 in this game. We'll see what Brownlee does here.
It's going kind of big, so.
Coppin will deploy 4 defensively into the forecourt of Maryland Eastern Shore. So they're going to give them the first 40 feet. At least on the Brownlee second attempt. Rim, glass, no good. Keep it a 2-point Coppin lead at 70-68. McIntosh out of the key with 10. Kick out right side, a 3 for the lead. Rim and off. Rebound Davis. And he's fouled. They kicked it to Hodge in the corner for a 3 for the lead. And the foul is on Thomas, his 4th. Now with 5.2, Coppin's got to knock down both these free throws to make it academic. 1 of 2 makes it real interesting.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and make 2, so everyone can walk out of here breathing a sigh of relief.
Davis at the free throw line, trying to put it away with 5.2 to go. First one's on the way, front of the rim, no good.
Okay.
He'll have a second attempt to try to make it a 71-68 Coppin State lead. Second one's on the way, good. Davis now with 12, 71-68 Coppin. Inbound comes to Frost to the forecourt with 3, down to 2, got one away, rim and off. And Coppin State escapes Maryland Eastern Shore here at the PEC, 71-68. How about that finish as they went right to the rim?
I'm not certain what he was thinking about.
And one maybe. How about this finish?
Yeah.
That's back-to-back in overtime for 2 wins, back-to-back in regulation. And now Coppin State in MEAC play is 4-4. And they keep Maryland Eastern short of that 1 win in the MEAC. And we talked about the acclimation maturation. It's another win at home for the Eagles.
It's another win at home, and the type of win that you had to fight. You know, these close games build character.
So DC will hand off now. We'll get Coach Dixon first, I believe, and then Lucian Brownlee, who had 12 huge points in this game. And this crowd absolutely here at the PEC got what they were looking for. So Coach Juan Dixon now joins us here courtside. Juan, I got to ask you, late in this game, let me go back to the first half. Late in the first half, 4 times you cut the Hawks lead to 1 before taking the lead back at 37-36. Second half, Maryland Eastern Shore did the exact same thing before retaking the lead with 5:40 to go, 61-59. Not to be outdone, you guys battle back and regain the lead and then finish it off.
It's about mental toughness. Our guys are growing up. Defensively, as a staff, we felt like we didn't execute our game plan as well. But we were tough mentally. All right, we got stops. We rebounded the basketball. We battled through some adversity. We just got to keep fighting. I mean, I'm proud of our guys. Lou stepped up, made some big shots. We never helped out the strong side corner, Lou, ever. So we almost gave up a game-winning 3 right there, but we got a rebound. That's big.
Lamar Morgan had 28 on Saturday. He's held to 6 in the opening half, doesn't score in the second half, but played lockdown defense in that second half.
Yeah, see, what Lamar has to understand is that he's an outstanding offensive player. He shoots the lights out the ball, and at times he has to sacrifice scoring, all right, so that we can execute a little bit better. Teams are going to take Lamar away. He has to understand that. And is one heck of a decoy. And you can put him in the corner, and they're hugging his man. We're going to run pick and roll and try to get a single-side tag. That guy's not going to tag and leave Lamar. So Chad is going to eat. Chad had 16 points. That's why Chad and Lamar has to understand that he's executing his role. You know, that's why we want to recruit guys that can make shots, make it from deep, because it stopped teams from wanting to help. And we're going to keep fighting and keep playing hard.
One more question for you. I got Cedric Council with 12 tonight, played big on the glass. How huge was he tonight with those very strong finishes?
I mean, he's big. We tell all our bigs to keep fighting, be tough. Sad early in the year, he struggled missing a lot of layups from that dunker position. He's able to get some dunks. He's finishing his layups. Can communicate better defensively. We're going to watch film and help him get better with that. But we're proud of our guys. That's a very good team. They're well coached. And it's a tough win. Appreciate everyone coming out, showing support. And, Coppin State men's basketball, women's basketball, we're going to keep fighting.
Appreciate the time as always. Good luck on the road to Hampton.
All right.
They'll be at Hampton on Wednesday as he gives way now to Lucian Brown. They got a quick question for Lou. Late in this game, Lou, you had a big-time drive to the basket, and you're looking to score, having knocked down 3 threes in this game. What's going through your mind when you're taking it right to the hole?
Just to finish. I should have finished that and won, and I should have hit the 2 free throws, but it's all good. Coach wanted me to stay ready off the bench, and when I get on the floor, I'm instant offense, and they just want me to stay ready.
How big is a win like this at home against Maryland Eastern Shore as you guys even the MEAC record at 4-4?
It's a big win. We're on a 3-game winning streak. Coach wanted to take us a game at a time and keep building.
The confidence of this team seems to be on the right path as opposed to earlier in the season. How big is the confidence right now for you guys to continually build and get stronger and get better game by game?
It's building and building every game. Each game we learn something new. We learn from our mistakes in the film, and we look at the things we did positive and just try to add on to those positive things.
Appreciate the time tonight. Congratulations on a hard-fought conference win.
Thank you.
There it is, Lucian Brownlee. We're back with a final word in 2 minutes on the Coppin State Sports Network. Courtside of Coppin State, where the Eagles book the 71-68 win over Maryland Eastern Shore in the men's game. In the women's game, it was 69-63 in favor of the Coppin State Eagles, as Derek Carter now rejoins me here courtside post-game. And we talked about this process that's going forward with Coppin State and the men's basketball program. And to be 4-4 now in the conference, that is huge after 8 games. This is a huge road trip at Hampton, at Bethune-Cookman. These are 2 huge road wins after winning 3 at home.
It is, but it's clear that we're maturing. Each game we're getting better, and, we're prepared for this upcoming road trip.
So for Maryland Eastern Shore, Fitzgerald saw time sparingly in the opening half. It is Gaynor with 3. He fouled out with 17.3 to go. Hoggs finishes with 8, and they defer to Hoggs with that potential game-winning 3. He'll finish with 8. For the starters, Baycoat was held scoreless. Thomas, at 6 feet 10 inches tall, was held to 4. He is going to be a force in this league, folks. Make no mistake about it. Played in foul trouble most of the night. Then 3 in double figures. Tyler Jones with 13. Mod Frost, 17. Logan McIntosh, a game high of 23. 4 Coppin State off their bench. Fair saw time, didn't tally. Hardwick with 2. Oslander with 5 in this one. And it is Brownlee with 12 off the bench. He is one of 4 double-digit scorers and our player of the game. For the starters, Drummond with 4. Morgan was held to 6. Davis and Council Jr. each with 12. Andrews Fulton with a team high of 16. DC, is always a pleasure, man. Looking forward to the road trip. It's a 3-game roadie at Hampton, at Bethune-Cookman, at South Carolina State, for Coppin State. And then it is home to Hampton on the 12th, home to Bethune-Cookman on the 17th. At Dell State on the 19th, we'll have the crossover matchup at Morgan State on the 26th, then closing out the regular season at Howard. For me, there's a lot of winnable games coming down the stretch.
It's a whole lot of winnable games, and, if all we have to do is continue to play smart ball, take 1 game at a time, and these next 3 games, that even though they're away, they're all winnable. The conference is evenly matched, and everything is winnable for us.
Norfolk State did beat FAMU tonight. Gave an erroneous score earlier that it was 86-44. I have no idea where that ended up coming from. Apparently the live stat had other ideas. It did finish 80-71, so Norfolk State did get the win. South Carolina State beat Morgan State 74-59. And earlier it was Hampton knocking off Bethune-Cookman 80-69. Women's action 69-63. Coppin State defeats Maryland Eastern Shore, and again the men win 71-68 in heart-stopping fashion.
Well, Coach Dixon and Coach Burrows have done they've done a good job maintaining our home court advantage and getting these wins at home. Now we go on the road and we're going to steal a few.
Appreciate the time as always. We'll see you in about a month.
Is that what it is? Okay.
Not quite. It's next month, which is a couple days from now.
Looking forward to it.
That's Derek Carter. And, again, thoughts and prayers to Dan Mason and his family on the passing of his mother over the weekend. So we'll be seeing Dan when Coppin comes back home to take on Hampton on February 12th. So for our in-studio engineers and Coppin State studio control tonight, Todd Barley, final score, final time, 71-68. Coppin State defeats Maryland Eastern Shore on the Coppin State Sports Network.